episode 1, 0, 0, 3 of Down to Dunk. You can find us on The Athletic and anywhere else you subscribe to your podcasts. Go to theathletic.com/down to dunk and get The Athletic for $3.99 a month. I am Luke, joined this morning by Andrew.
I gotta say, I'm just fired up to be here today. It's pretty cool, pretty damn cool. Woo!
And Jay.
Slam through.
And Jay.
It's Jay.
2 games left, boys. That's it.
We did it.
We did do it. And here's the best thing that's going on for a Thunder fan right now is there's still importance in the remaining few games.
Yeah, they have to lose.
They have to lose, but more so for the fact that the Suns beat the Blazers last night, which means that they are still in contention for the number 1 seed, which
A wild ending.
which means the Jazz
Yeah.
have to play their actual guys tonight.
I thought the Suns had blown it whenever Devin Booker double dribbled at the end of the game.
You're going to be shocked by this, but I was dead asleep when that game ended.
They had a fast break. Devin Booker did a spin. He did like basically what my son does out on the court here. Did a spin move while holding the ball
And then dribbled again.
and then dribbled again.
That was my move.
And yeah, and then he looked at the official as if like, what is wrong with you? Like, why can't I do my hold the ball spin move? He was very, very mad.
First sim on Tankathon, Oklahoma City got the number 1 pick. So
You don't.
feeling pretty good
I
today,
did-
guys.
I don't trust myself on Tankathon. I've stopped using it
Why?
because it's shown me too many cursed images.
Well, you know, the
Or we
thing
dropped
is,
so far.
the thing is there's possibilities.
I know. I don't want to think about
Because
those
the important thing
possibilities.
is I think it was Tyler Carroll. What's his name?
Yeah, Tyler Carroll.
Tyler Carroll has let us know that the odds of the Thunder getting a top 4 pick are like 28%. Something like that. No, of getting the 2 top 5 picks is like 28%, which means there is a 72% chance that
Yeah.
they don't get those. But you know, they have made their own luck in many ways that they have right now tied with Orlando for the 3rd best odds for, which actually doesn't really count that way because once you get in the top 3, you have the same odds for the number 1 pick, correct?
Yes.
Everybody has 14%.
Yeah.
Anyway, then you have over in the Eastern Conference, possibly some good news because the Nets are 1 game behind the 76ers.
Mm-hmm.
If the Nets lose tomorrow to the Bulls, which is highly unlikely, but if that means that the Philadelphia 76ers, if they win against the Magic,
Mm-hmm.
the first game
Mm-hmm.
could potentially sit the rest of their players for the last game of their season between the Magic and the Sixers.
I think that is likely.
I don't want to count my chickens before they're hatched.
That's all you've been doing the entire time you've been
I'm
speaking.
not trying to, but there is a chance that the Thunder could have the outright 3 seed for Tankathon odds, but we'll see.
That would be wonderful.
It would be because it comes down to a coin flip. And here's the deal: is you and Alex talked about karma,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt offended that the 2 guys that lead the longest tenured Thunder podcast
Mm-hmm.
did not give the Thunder franchise
Mm-hmm.
the Karma Award. Because here's the deal, is if anybody deserves some good luck since 2013, it's Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
You know, they've had a lot of unfortunate things happen to this franchise.
It's true.
It's time that they get the 1 and 5 pick this year. Let's do it.
It'd be great.
But that just means they've had bad karma because they've had those things. So you need it to turn around.
I don't really believe in karma, but is correct. That is
Yeah,
correct.
they traded their karma at the previous drafts.
It does feel like that,
Right.
right? But at that point, they actually should have had bad karma. If we want to deconstruct karma currently,
That's all I want to do.
because pulling a franchise from Seattle to Oklahoma City
Yeah,
should have
bad karma.
created some bad karma.
Yeah.
But
I
instead,
believe that.
they were rewarded. I'm not sure what words I just said.
Roar.
They were rewarded for what they did with 3 really good draft picks.
But-
Four.
but they never got the top prize, and so maybe it was bad karma. They weren't rewarded. It was a trick by the basketball gods.
True. Now it could have been like the karma could be like, hey, you're going to accumulate these all-time
and
Hall of Fame
everyone's going
players,
to say this team should have won and never did.
and for your entire franchise's history, people are going to talk about the championships that weren't.
I'm just saying, just to be safe before the draft night,
It's torture.
we've
Yeah.
got to get together and kill a goat.
There has to be a sacrifice to atone.
Got to do it.
Hey, speaking of, so this past week, this is an Elman and Andrew historical high point.
Mhm.
Some point this week was like the 5-year, 6-year, 7-year anniversary of the Clippers Thunder game
It's true.
that ended in chaos.
Uh-huh.
That also gave us one of the most incredible podcast moments. The in the car yelling at each other post game podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And it just made me think about how fun the first 10 years of this franchise were.
The game in particular was so incredible.
That was awesome.
It felt over. And you're just staying. You just decided to stay just because you're a real fan. Talking to everybody that left, probably not a real fan.
Mm-hmm.
And they just do the impossible. And I actually went and rewatched the end of that game. And Doc Rivers is just so livid.
He's so mad.
The buzzer
Screaming.
sounds and he's still screaming, "That was our ball!" About the possession that was 4 possessions earlier.
Which was also, so here's clearly a foul by Matt Barnes, number 1. Number 2, the first mistake they made was switching Glenn Big Baby Davis
Yeah.
onto Kevin Durant at the perimeter, which ended in a 3-point shot. And then the other one was they still had 7 seconds left to still score, and Chris Paul handed it to Serge Ibaka.
It's awesome.
Anyway, that's this week in Thunder history.
That when I was watching that, because I saw it on Twitter that it had come up that it was this long ago. I was watching. I was like, man, I used to hate Chris Paul, and then at that point in time, hated him, just hated him.
Oh.
So glad we beat him, and now that he's we had the year last year that we had with him. I like him so much.
Yeah.
I just like
Chris
him.
Paul
Respect
kind of
him. He's
redeemed
awesome.
himself for Thunder fans.
He really did.
The thing was in those eras, because the Warriors were such the dominant team in the last few years of that Thunder era, it's easy to forget the Clippers and the Grizzlies were the rivals.
Oh, and
Every Grizzlies series was
Yeah.
insane. And then the Clippers, we just hated each other. And you remember Blake Griffin would come back to Oklahoma City and get booed.
Yes.
That's how much we didn't like
Yeah.
the Clippers.
yeah. I also, because it's the wildest thing is at the beginning of those things, they were playing against Kobe and the Lakers.
Yeah.
And those things. And it was always them and always the Mavs and it just,
Yeah, but it turned into the Clippers, the Grizzlies, the Spurs always, and then the Warriors towards
Yeah.
the end. So it's a fun. That was
but it
fun.
was good
It was some good
memories.
eras.
It really was good memories.
We say that because it's not really a great time to create new memories for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yes, no one in 10 years is going to be like, hey, remember that season that we were just really bad and hard to watch?
I
Man, that was
mentioned
awesome.
it on Twitter, but I think the only real reason to dig into this season is to remember specific things that Alex is going to ask us in 10 years on a trivia show.
So true.
Yes.
That is
No, he's gonna do
only
from this
reason.
season some jersey numbers, and it's gonna be there's no way I will know that.
right.
Charlie
Exactly.
Brown
Charlie Brown.
I can't even tell you what number Charlie Brown is today.
Nope.
Yeah, no idea.
That's something you got to pay attention. And
That's
it's,
so
I mean,
true.
the Thunder in 2020, 2021 signed 75 two-way players. Can you name 73 of them?
Yeah, go back and forth until you can name them all. It's like
There you
the
go.
first one wrong.
Moses Brown.
Yeah,
Sorry,
there's
the
no
answer
way.
is Moses's Brown.
Moses is. That sounds disgusting.
That does.
Okay.
I did not realize that.
Wow, Jay.
Wow.
There's another shot at Moses Brown talk. Okay. All right. I wanted to play a game.
All right.
Real quick.
Lay it on us.
The game is Luke reacts to Tankathon.
No, this is the thing. You're putting. This is the thing. You're putting bad juju out into the world by
No, you-
doing this.
Depends on if. No. People are doing this all the time. Let me put it up on the stream real quick. So if you subscribe to our YouTube channel,
Which, if you haven't yet,
You should.
come on, jump in.
Come
you
out.
should do it.
Also, we
So,
did a thing on Twitter last night. What's that called?
Spaces.
Spaces.
It's cool.
It is cool. Next time,
You
next
join
time,
and you can ask us questions. We
next time we do it, jump on there too.
we beam you in and you ask questions and talk to us. It was really we did about an hour. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was a really good experience.
Yeah, I could do it while I play video games.
You just realize the legend of the L Man. That's all I figured out.
That's right.
I don't.
The people love the L Man.
Hey man, I'm a man of the people.
You are a man of the people.
Okay. So give us one word.
Sim, one you do not know. Okay.
Get ready for the beep.
Here we go. Simulation number 1.
Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Thunder end up with the third pick. Houston keeps 1. Pretty much, mostly chalk.
I'll take it.
Oh,
It's harder to see.
the 5 and 7.
5 and 7.
5 and 7. Still not a disaster. This is why you want 3, because you're mostly not going to fall that far.
5 and 7 again.
Ugh.
Yeah, 7 is as far as the Thunder can possibly fall
With their own pick.
So, yeah.
Oh
that's
no, we need to end this on a good note. No.
4? 4 is good.
You want top 4.
Yeah. Okay. I want.
You
so
could have
much,
Suggs or Green,
I
in
want
that spot.
so much more.
Mobley.
We talked about this last night, and Jalen Green is
Okay. Hey, look at that one.
4 and 5.
4-5. Jalen Green excites me, man.
He's good.
Okay, let's see. Oh. Oh.
Oh no, 4
Oh.
and 6. No,
No,
sorry.
just
No,
6.
Just 6.
Oh.
Just 6. That is a rough one.
Ugh.
That is a
That's
rough
the one
roll.
That's the one I do. Like when I'm trying to look at it on my phone at work, I get those. Ugh.
So here's a question for anybody that's listening. How often are you on Tankathon? Because I'm on Tankathon every morning when I wake up.
Every morning when I
5,
wake
6.
up.
Every morning I wake up and I just
5.
and the first thing I do is
Hey,
check
your
Tankathon.
your rolls here, man, are not very good.
Here's what I'm thinking you're trying to do. You're
5,
trying to get
6.
it till we see a 1 and we're like, yeah,
It's only
that's
taken-
what we
so
want.
No,
far-
I'm trying to let you know reality.
so far
here.
we're at 10 and we haven't hit 1.
Yeah. I don't like
5
this.
and
I don't
6.
like this game.
Here it is, I believe. In another 5-6.
5 and 6 is
isn't horrible.
no, it's good.
Because you could definitely package those together if you want to.
4 and 5.
That would be a good one.
There we
There
go.
it is.
That's us getting number 1.
Number 1 and
Andrew, if you could
That's it.
have 4 and 3 or 1,
I don't know. It's such a hard choice.
so that is going to be the nightmare that is mid-June for Thunder fans.
Pretty much.
The draft lottery is on June something. Let's call it the 20. Oh man, yeah, the 22nd.
22nd. That's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday night, 22nd. So we're a little over a month away from the most important moment in Thunder draft history of the last 5 years.
Of the last decade.
Yeah, decade.
Yeah.
That's good.
Goodness. Ugh, I don't like this. I don't like thinking about it. I'm going to be so nervous. That
Yeah.
night. I'm going to be
We
so
do have
nervous.
another Twitter question about this. This is from, where are we going here? This is from, it's this. We had the same question a few different times, but this is from @JD_Silva_. Fellas, how will you cope with your lottery night anxiety?
Here's what I'm doing.
And then Josh Morrison said, we're going to be asking this a lot. Whiskey on my end.
Here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be opening up before, right, when they're doing the pre-show, or if there's a pre-show or whatever, I'm going to open up a bottle of wine. And if
A big old bottle.
a big old bottle of wine. And if it's a success, it will be in celebration.
Yeah.
And if it was not, then it's drinking and be in defeat.
Regardless, the whole bottle's getting
Regardless, that bottle's gone.
I'm going to be laying in Andrew's pool,
Yeah.
and we're going to be watching it on the big screen.
That's right.
I don't know if that's true, but
Yeah, that's
All
what
right,
I
good.
want.
All right, cool.
That's what I want to happen.
so it'll be kind of like the Whitewater night at the movies.
Uh-huh.
Instead, it'll be the draft lottery.
I used to
Facts.
work at a swimming pool, and they did a night at the movies. And my only thing when I was they're like, we want to do a night at the movies, so it's like a swimming movie. It's like, great. I think that's a great idea. However, I want nothing to do with it. And I made the schedule, so I was never there for it. I was like, this, because it was this other manager's idea who I thought was a moron. And I was like, great. But if we're doing this, this is your baby, and I am not here for it. And guess what? It was very successful.
I bet it was.
But okay, never mind. I have more story to it, but I won't tell. It gets a little,
Any Thunder thoughts currently? This Thunder team, anything worth talking about?
You have a player of the week, oh man, on the Thunder side?
For me,
Yeah.
no, I thank them for their service, but but thank you for your service for this year. But I would rather not think of the majority of you ever again.
Okay.
Have farewell and
Player of the week.
have a nice life.
I don't know. Baisley?
Sure.
He's trying hard.
Congratulations, Darius.
You
Congratulations,
got player of the week.
player of the week for
Player of the week. Oh man, actually, maybe I'll give it to Kenrich Williams.
Oh yeah, he was fantastic in that first half against the Kings.
Yeah, he's actually really good. All right. Sorry, Darius.
We take it back.
Let's do some Twitter questions.
Before we do that, let's go to the stream.
Let's go to the stream. We gotta get a drum. Let's go to the stream. That's
Well, there it is. Brown.
I don't know that that's it. Let's see. We have Lawrence Field, Hoops Talk 69 in the house. Lawrence Field is in Boston. Shout out to Lawrence. I think Lawrence is the one. He sent me a Top Shot, a Shea Cool Cat Top Shot.
What?
Yeah.
Send me a top shot.
Let's see. We have Theo checking in from Brisbane. We have WKIM14 in Sydney. Greg Stevens in Sydney. A couple Sydney boys. Mikhail Develas in the chat. Michael Gardner from Scotland. Miroslav in Germany. Let's see. Oh, we have
Sydney's from
Wojciech in
Stuttgart.
Poland, and they're discovering that they are near each other. No. Hold on.
No, that's Sydney. Sydney is from Stuttgart or in Stuttgart.
Oh, yeah. Okay, they're confused, and I am also confused. Tyler Reber says I didn't get to send in time for the 1000th episode, but my favorite Down to Dunk moment was you guys were talking about how my last name is pronounced, and Luke said I could go to hell.
That sounds
Wow.
That sounds like some
else.
Elman.
That
That
sounds-
sounds like some classic Elman.
That's very accurate. Sorry on behalf of the
It was said
of people that are around Hellman.
It was meant as a statement of endearment.
Yeah, as it always is.
It always is.
Jamie in Mexico. Greg Stevens in the house. Thanks so much for listening. Falk in Denmark.
Josh Morrison in Virginia, but he is currently in his second vax shot haze.
Oh no, Josh.
no.
Hope you get better, Josh.
I had the chills.
Yeah, it knocked Taylor out for a day. He missed a pod because of it.
All right. Hope everybody's doing well. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Oh, we got a Finland.
And we're back after that quick break.
And we're back.
Twitter questions.
All right, let's do some Twitter questions. Our first Twitter question comes from @Thunder Barracuda, who wants to know what is the lowest the Thunder can drop on draft night.
So we did answer that in the Tankathon. So it's, what'd you say, 6?
No, they dropped. I think I've seen them drop to 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think 7 is the absolute lowest.
And
they
I
can
get it
drop.
all the time.
So help me out on this. So on draft night, I always remember there's moments like, because they go obviously in reverse order. So it's the, 12th through the, what pick is going to be drawn that's going to make you the happiest to see? Like if they get to the 5th pick and they pull Houston, obviously that's the one where we just literally do like backflips and cartwheels and
Without a doubt, yeah.
and then, but if they get to the 7th and pick Detroit, you're like, holy crap, that means somebody jumped up.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
if somebody if somebody doesn't exist,
right.
like if
what you freak out about is like
Toronto's not pulled by the 5th
like
pick.
Toronto, Chicago, Cleveland all didn't get pulled.
Yeah.
That's bad. Oh man. That's where you get scared, man. Those are the moments where you get scared.
That's it. You just
There you go. Hey.
pulled the dream scenario. 1-5. 1-5 again. That was 2 times in a row.
That was twice.
Let's just make this the all Tankathon
Hey, thanks for
reaction
listening to our
podcast.
podcast.
Hey,
Yeah,
this
just
is
go ahead
us
and
just
click
going,
on Tankathon.
oh yeah, good. Oh no, bad. For an hour. Thanks for listening.
I do think it's, and this is total speculation, not based on anything, but it's hard for me to think that there's any chance that Sam is going to sit at 5, 6, or 7 with their own pick. So if luck doesn't fall for them, Sam is going to put together what he can to get higher in the draft. I could say that with a total, like I said, speculation, but what feels pretty confident speculation.
Yeah, I mean, it also just depends on who they
Who's there.
like.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We don't know who they like in the draft. They may think Kuminga is the guy. Period. I mean, it would have been at the time if we would have said, "Hey, Russell Westbrook is their guy," no matter
You're
what.
right.
We would have been like, "That's stupid. Why would they do that? That is horrible."
Do they know that Ricky Rubio is there?
Right? It could have. Well, no, that was the year after.
Oh, was that the Harden draft?
Yeah, that was a hard draft. But I'd much rather have OJ
DJ
Mayo.
Augustine.
DJ Augustine. I'd much rather have Kevin Love or OJ Mayo or whoever. And he's had the best career of anybody in that draft.
Yeah, even Derrick Rose, who was number 1.
Yeah. So I don't know what their evaluations are of any of these guys. So I don't know. There's a lot we don't know.
There's a lot we don't know. Hey, you know what we do know? It's what our next Twitter question is, which is from Paul R. Valentine, who wants to know what's the best type of sandwich.
What's your go-to?
I have mine, and it is not. This is mine. Just
Hold on. What did you just say?
here's mine.
I have mine.
I have mine.
This
Here
is
is mine.
This
Okay.
is not.
I have
here's
mine. I've just decided on what mine is. Here it is.
Okay, go ahead.
It is the just back from the grocery store sandwich,
Explain.
because you have all of the freshest ingredients. You have bought exactly what you want for your sandwich, and you are putting together the sandwich. It is at its freshest. You're piling on the meat because you have a ton of meat,
So-
and you are making your perfect sandwich, and that is mine. I just made it the other day. Went to the grocery store, came back, made myself
What was it? What was
Yeah.
on
So
it?
what goes on your sandwich?
Jewish rye bread, Black Forest ham, pepper jack cheese,
We know-
sandwich slice pickles,
Pickles.
Cholula, and mustard sauce sandwich.
It sounds good.
It's very good.
Wow.
It's good.
I don't do a lot of extra toppings on my sandwich.
You just do meat.
It's hard because, I mean, now if you did pickles, obviously you can keep pickles and they stay for a while in your fridge, like
I
maybe
did
forever.
the slim.
I got. We
slim
heard
long
you.
ones.
Yeah, I know. But like, I don't go get ahead.
That's a drop.
I don't go.
I do the slim long ones.
I don't get like I don't go and buy like a head of lettuce and tomatoes and cut them all up and break them all up and put them on a sandwich. Like, it's just there's too high of a likelihood of that going to waste, right?
Well, yeah, I just and just on any sandwich.
So if you're going to go to Subway, what are you getting?
I haven't been to Subway in a long time
because it's a disgusting.
No, I just haven't been in a long time.
Yeah.
But normally I'd get the teriyaki chicken.
Oh, okay.
Normally I get that. That's it. That's the only thing I get.
Good Cuban sandwich. I went to seminary in Orlando from time to time, and they would have tons of great Cuban restaurants, and so I go get a Cuban every once in a while. It's pretty good.
I've had one, but I don't.
Meatball sub?
No. What about you? What's your sandwich? Your dream sandwich?
Dream scenario sandwich.
Dream scenario sandwich. The sandwich of your dreams.
It's got to be grilled, right?
What's a panini?
Like a panini.
Yeah, sure.
What's a panini? So, So hold on. Like,
yeah.
So this is just important. This is an important differentiation.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a press or? So I have a griddle at my house.
Yeah.
And the best sandwiches I make are on the griddle. And what I do is I take my bread, some cheese, some meat, fry an egg, put it in there.
Yeah, that sounds really good. Yeah,
you love
like avocado.
Face that you have a griddle.
I got a griddle. Man.
You love talking about it.
I have a small griddle.
I would like one.
Yeah,
I'm jealous. This comes out of a place of jealousy.
You would spend my paycheck on a PlayStation 5, but you can't go out and spend $150 on a griddle, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Priorities, Jay.
I'd like avocado to be involved.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
Yeah. Turkey or ham, either one.
Do you use avocado in lieu of sauce?
No, not really. But I can. Bacon.
Oh, yeah.
My wife makes them. She makes a mean sandwich. Really mean sandwich.
Oh.
He didn't even say anything. He just made it.
You know what I mean. You guys got it. So that's your sandwich: a grilled avocado
turkey,
or ham.
Pepper jack.
Yeah, pepper jack's the best
important,
cheese.
very important.
Yeah, it is.
I'll be honest with you, and this is why I was like ultimately really offended by Mikey's cheese insults. Is I love just a disgusting American cheese.
You do.
Oh yeah, because nothing melts as well as an American, like a Velveeta slice, just melts perfectly. Mikey hates me, but it's fine.
He does.
It's okay. Okay, well those are sandwiches, guys. Go out and make them. Come back and tell us what your favorite sandwiches are.
Definitely a sandwich day today.
No, it's not. It's Friday. It's Chick-fil-A day. For me anyway. All right, let's go to our next Twitter question. Do you want me to do this one?
Yeah, whatever, man.
All right. It's Hell Resident at Red Sox Rebirth, who wants to know, would you rather get the number 1 pick this year and none of the future picks be in the lottery, or the 7 pick this year, the number 3 pick for the next 7 years?
Number 3 pick the next 7 years.
It'd be incredible. You would have a loaded team.
Yeah, easy.
Okay.
Do we have to lose for 7 years? Is that what that's implying?
Or do you just get that because
you have it?
The Clippers and everybody else.
It depends on the situation here, guys.
It's true, because 7 years of tanking into the
nobody wants that.
Nobody wants
that.
No.
I promise, guys. It'll be the next year.
I mean, we're already currently like, we don't want to do this again.
You're ready to do it again.
No, we're not going to do it again. This is the debate,
yes,
man.
We are.
No,
yes, we are.
I'm telling you, it's a total different deal if you lose 20 games, but you're playing with Jalen Green or
it'll be a different
Kuminga.
It will be a different experience.
Yes, it will be different.
But it will. There's no way it will be as.
It will be just like when Seattle got Kevin Durant, was playing with Kevin Durant, and still was bad.
Yes,
still got top
I understand
picks.
that, but what was so different from then to now is Shea. Shea is different. Now, Kevin Durant had a higher ceiling and was better than Shea Gilgeous-Alexander in the same amount of time frame. But what I'm saying to you is, like, you already have a guy who's going into his 4th season that has proven that he can play at an all-star level.
It's true.
Like, it's not going to be the same. And so what you're actually going to be in like year 2 or 3 of that rebuild. So it's more going to be maybe the year that, and they were brutal for the first, they were, I think, 1-15 to start that season or something, the year PJ Carlesimo was here. But it's one of those things where like you saw something there because you saw Russell Westbrook and you saw, you saw obviously Kevin Durant was continuing to elevate his game. I just think that it's going to be, I think they will be in that 7 to 11 range in draft odds, which is what's insane is you still have at least some chance to get up there. Like if you look at the Pelicans 2 years ago when they got Zion, like that's exactly where they were. And they're not the only one that has jumped up having those kind of odds. But I do think having a team that you're looking at and thinking, holy crud, I can see like a legitimate, and Alex is the one that mentioned it. Like if you had, I think this was last night too, but if you have a lineup of Shea, Dort, and then Suggs or Green or Kuminga, and even maybe a Scotty Barnes, and then a year of development from Pokusevski, like that's a team that they may lose if it's 82 game season, they may lose 53 of them.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to be far more enjoyable to watch with regularity than this current iteration of the Thunder. No offense to anybody that loves this team.
I agree that they'll be funner to watch because there's be more things that you're saying of like, okay, this is going to be like things that are going to affect the future. But I mean, okay, so a 52 loss team, I still consider that, a tanking team.
Yes, tanking is one thing when it's this collection of players.
Yeah.
Like I said, no personal offense to any of them. But at the same time, like if you're losing games, but you have a clear kind of idea of who's on this team and who's going to be on the team, I think that's just the difference to me.
The other thing that I've been, when you say no offense to any of the players,
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
Well, somebody shouted out Roby yesterday that he might be listening today.
Well, here's the thing. If you're going to be a good basketball player,
Mm-hmm.
a good top level basketball player, you have to be used to constant criticism. LeBron James and Russell Westbrook are two of the most criticized people on the face of this planet. You always hear about them picking apart every single thing they do.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with, James
Charlie
Harden,
Brown.
James Harden, Kevin Durant. When you're
Charlie
saying
Brown.
like, oh, you're being too hard on this guy, it's like you should only support the team and you cannot be critical of this team.
Mm-hmm.
You are, to me, saying these guys are a bunch of losers and they can't take it because top level guys can take it and that is all they deal with. And so we can be critical of these guys, even if they're listening. Do we love them because they're on our team? Yes. But we can be critical of them because that is what the job is.
Do we love them though?
No. Love them.
Do you love them?
No, but some do. But you can still be critical of them, and that's okay.
I mean, that's like what this job is to look at what happens and say what happens.
I feel a little more torn on that, not because I really think anybody's going to listen to this, but because there's a vast majority of these guys that are going to be playing in the G League or overseas somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the dudes that are really grinding it out, trying to have any shot
Mm-hmm.
to be in the league. And so I feel a little more of an obligation to be at least somewhat gentler with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
it doesn't matter.
But
it's just my preference of how I communicate that. So here's a question I think is a good one to kind of help get us out of this weird spiral. So this is from Pepsi United. He said, how many players from this current OKC team are you 100% sure that are positive contributors in the next good Thunder team? I'm especially interested in Ty Jerome and Kenrich Williams, Bays, Poku. Who do you, if you were going to predict who's on the next good Thunder team from this current squad, who do you look at?
Let's even just say positive contributors in the NBA, period.
Okay.
Whether or not they'll be on the team, who knows? Because the Thunder have traded lots of positive contributors.
Hami Diallo.
Yeah. So
Hamadou, nice to meet you.
My name is Hami. Nice to meet you. Yeah, man. I know who you are. So Shea, Dort, Teo.
Ty Jerome.
Easy. Ty Jerome. Yes. Darius Baisley.
Yep. Kenrich Williams.
You're positive about Darius Baisley?
No,
I'm not 100.
not
Not
positive, you're
100%.
not positive.
Okay.
Kenrich.
Kenrich. I'm positive. Alexei.
I would say wow, 90%.
Okay.
So the question is do these guys make it, like a guy like him, does he make it to his next contract?
Oh,
Yes.
well, yes. I think that's the answer. That's a different question, I think.
Because that's going to guarantee you're going to play 6 to 10 years in the NBA.
Mm-hmm. Isaiah Roby.
No.
I think so.
I think yes.
I think Roby finds a spot. I think he's trying to figure out where he actually fits in the NBA currently as far as positional.
Yeah.
But he just does enough that makes me think he can stay on a basketball court in this league.
Mm-hmm.
Who else you
Moses?
got? No. I'm sorry. Like, no.
Svi.
Yeah. I think so. I think the Thunder may sign him this summer.
He shoots it. Gabriel Deck. We've had 8 games of Deck.
I don't know, man. He feels like a throwback.
Yeah. When he Mark Jackson backed somebody down from the 3-point line, I'm like, dude, what is he doing? Like, what is this?
Nobody does this anymore.
What is happening? He's tough. Like he's tough as nails, though.
I think we will see what Deck brings to the team far more when they start being competitive.
Yeah.
Just because, we don't know enough of what he does when he's surrounded by good players. Like, he's literally the only guy that we have no idea what he looks like playing alongside somebody that's
Good.
a high caliber player.
Yeah.
Like, what does he look like next to Shea? Like, as like a 4.
He's a 4.
And he's got enough. I mean, he could stay with, like, if you had a real switchy defense, he could at least stay with some centers in the league.
Yeah. If
physically.
he's going to stay in the league, he's got to speed up his 3-point release. He's got a good touch, but his 3-point shot takes forever to wind up. Mike Muscala, yes.
Yeah. He should have gotten traded. It's unbelievable to me that he didn't get traded.
Tony Bradley.
Ah, man.
I don't think so.
He feels like a long-term, like, kind of journeyman big that just keeps getting random contracts.
Yeah, I just don't know that he moves well enough on defense to help like a really good team.
He doesn't do a ton offensively either, but
yeah. Jalen Horde.
Some people that I know and trust actually think he has a shot. I haven't really paid enough attention to tell you what his long-term.
Yeah, I kind of like him.
Has.
I kind of like him. Josh Hall.
No,
I'm a no. Charlie Brown. I'm a no on Charlie Brown. That's it.
Right. Hey, fun game. Hey, guys, let's move on to our next Twitter question. It comes from @Implicit Storm, who wants to know what is Luke's favorite wrestler on WWE and AEW. AEW, my favorite wrestler is Chuck Taylor, with a close second being Miro. You have no idea who these people are. My favorite WWE wrestler is The Miz. Next Twitter question comes from @Prime Shay G. What is your guys' favorite fast food restaurant?
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A is easy. It's so good. However, they have stopped doing well done fries.
Where at?
Worldwide. It has been, they said it's corporate has said it holds up the drive-through. They will no longer do well done fries.
that's okay. They also have started to limit their sauce.
Well, they're having like a salt
There's
shortage.
A sauce shortage,
That's hard to say.
which is fine because honestly, I have like a stockpile because they give so much
But when-
sauce.
Yeah.
They don't age that well.
I mean
The
that's
salts.
okay.
So your stockpile is mostly garbage.
Wait.
They don't age well.
What do you mean they don't age?
They don't
well?
age well. If you get a Chick-fil-A
Is there
sauce,
a date on the sauce?
I bet there is, but I don't know if there is, but if you get a Chick-fil-A sauce that's like 4 months old and open it, it is not.
Jay's not talking 4 months.
No,
Jay's
I'm
talking like
day to day.
like
So
a
tomorrow
week.
I can like just I open up my little Chick-fil-A sauce, and just kind of dip my finger in while I'm sitting in my office. I'm just kidding.
That's I thought you just put them all like, you know, you have a sauce drawer.
No, we do
or a
have some
sauce
of that. It
place
needs to
with
get
that-
cleaned out every
Yeah,
once in a while.
because there's some ones down in there that are like
yeah, but
6
it's
months
usually,
old, so they don't hold up.
yeah, it's usually like the ketchups and stuff that just
ketchup,
stay
soy
there.
sauce.
Ketchups can stay,
Yeah,
soy
soy
sauces
sauce.
can stay, but I'm saying Chick-fil-A can't.
Okay, good word. Thanks for the heads up. I'm assuming the expiration date is on the box, like for all of them.
I would think it's on there, but I don't know. I haven't looked. But the other thing that I would say is this is a great time to talk with me and Jay to get on our soapbox and address the disrespect that Arby's receives in the culture,
Yeah,
and that it is good. It was my number 2 restaurant.
it's very good.
People, but it's like a joke. It's like a punchline. It's a joke. Everyone's saying like, who actually eats at Arby's? Like, I've never seen a single person actually eat at Arby's.
So good.
It's
I had a roast beef sandwich. The
I
other day with a
refuse.
little bit of Arby's sauce on it.
It's
so
delicious, yeah.
So
That's pretty good.
So
We went there for
good.
senior prom.
Yes, we did.
Joe and Stag, right? Like you,
Yes.
Alex, and Luke.
Have we ever posted the picture? We took formal pictures.
Yeah, I think we have.
It's
It's sitting over there on my shelf.
it is.
Yeah.
Let me go get it for the stream.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You guys want me to ask a second question while so you guys aren't just waiting for
Yeah,
Sure.
we got you, man.
Sure.
you-
we don't
Jay-
need to talk
Jay, what you
more
guys
about
want?
the sauce.
So here's a question from @Colin McGoodtime. If Oklahoma City ends up with our pick, top 4, and the Heats at 18-19, is there a chance that Presty falls in love with some guy in the 10-ish range and that we move up to get, or do we stay at 19 and pick? If so, do you have any idea who he targets?
There it is. Closer. 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 Good. There it is. If you want to see this picture, you should subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Exactly.
Search Down to Dunk, hit the subscribe button.
So
You can
do
see
you,
that.
Andrew, I've asked you this before, but and this is just maybe for clarification for anybody who's listening and maybe missed it, is it won't really be until the end of the season that Andrew and Mikey can do their real deep draft evaluations. But
Correct.
is there any name? Like, where does Tankathon have Book Night or Moody? Those guys are still in top 10, aren't they?
I mean, Book Night's probably in the lottery. Josh Giddey is another name who
Yeah,
may
but he's
be in
kind
the
of moving
lottery.
up a little bit, isn't he?
I don't know. I don't know what teams think. of him.
Zaire Williams is somebody that
He's fallen.
falling.
He had a really bad year at Stanford.
But I mean, it was such. I feel like if there's somebody that Sam could fall in love with, it's that guy, because he was at Stanford, which Stanford being in California, like he had to live in a hotel for a season. They couldn't really practice,
Yeah.
and then he
He's-
eventually just quit.
He's
Like,
6'8",
walked away.
supposed
Like,
to be able
all
to
right.
shoot it. You know.
I know Alex had watched a little bit of his games early and was pretty impressed with his potential. Yeah, Moses Moody, according to Tankathon, which isn't really, a guarantee. Like, they don't do a ton of specific draft work like as Sam Vecini or the Draft Express guys, but they have Moses Moody at 11, Kispert at 10, which I think we've all kind of soured on Kispert.
Yeah.
What about Franz Wagner?
Wagner? Yeah, he's nice. I think he's good. I don't know what. I think he actually fits kind of the new age Thunder. Pretty
Versatile.
well. Forward, versatile, can pass.
I don't know.
Or you want to move on to right?
Sure, man.
Okay. It comes from @TylerBeats1, who wants to know, are there any former Thunder players you would have wanted to get a bunch of minutes during the tank? Burton, Campaign, McGarry, Lamb.
Definitely McGarry.
Let's say it'd be
McGarry
really
would
fun
be
to have
fun.
him on the team.
McGarry was good, and that's he's a punchline now. Like he's a goofball. He's out of the league. He's
Snake
guy, bowler. But he was legitimately good. He had really he should be in the NBA still. There's no doubt about that. But
yeah, I'll never forget that Portland game he had. I think he scored like 18 and had some incredible offensive.
could really
stuff.
rebound. He could handle for his size. I think he was eventually going to be able to shoot it from 3. He was like the modern big. He should have been good. I'm still just flabbergasted that he got through all like Thunder draft interviews and the Thunder took him.
Looking back, it's insane that he was able to sneak through.
I know.
It's crazy.
I want to know the full story. One of my dreams is to make a Mitch McGarry podcast documentary.
Do you think they record those interviews?
Oh gosh, I hope so.
We got to see the tape.
We need the tape.
We need the tape. We need the Mitch McGarry tapes.
Release the McGarry tapes.
Release the McGarry cut. That would
Please.
be. It would be so because it's kind of
it
known,
would be the greatest.
because there were like known issues going in, and they still did.
Yes!
I really want to see him.
Yeah, he got in trouble at Michigan.
Yeah.
Got in trouble at Michigan. They did a mini doc on it. It's on YouTube, and at the end they ask him, Mitch, what did you learn from your experience? He looked straight into the camera and he said, "Don't get caught."
Don't get caught. That's awesome.
That was out there before the
That's
draft.
That was
Unbelievable.
the Thunder betting on their own ability and culture to like.
That was a Thunder culture heat check.
It was
That's
a
what that
heat
was.
check. It's exactly what it was.
That's true. I want to see the tapes.
That was an
We've got to
absolute-
see the tapes.
Release the tapes.
Release the tapes. All right. Let's go to another Twitter question.
I like this one from @freaky_Siddiqui. Who are you all personally pulling for in this year's playoffs? This guy says I try so hard to root for Utah, but I just can't do it. Anybody? So this is one of the joys of not being relevant, is the fact that you can kind of watch the playoffs with a little less stress. So
Yeah.
are you anybody you really like?
Denver.
Really?
Why are you judging?
I'm not judging. It's just a question. Really? Really? Really?
Yeah. Now they're kind of like this underdog without Jamal Murray. Michael Porter Jr. has been awesome. Jokic is an incredible
Jokic,
watch. Yeah, I'm pulling for him.
I like the Suns. I could see myself
Suns
really,
are-
really
Suns are-
getting into the Suns.
Yeah.
And then the Trailblazers, I always.
See, I can't
Do
do the
like.
Blazers anymore. I'm kind of exhausted by this Blazers team.
Yeah.
Like it's the same. It's been the same team
Yeah.
for 10 years, and it's you can almost write their script in the playoffs every year.
I asked this question to Dave DeFore on the Ding the other night, but who are you certain will get out of the first round?
Certain
Yeah. You'd bet your house
in the Western Conference,
in the West that this team will get out of the first round. Who are you betting?
Lakers.
The Lakers will play the Suns. You're certain.
Nah.
But they,
If they're healthy, which I guess doesn't make me
so
certain.
based on this right now, are they playing the Spurs?
It's hard to know what so you would have
So,
to do a
no,
little
no.
work to know what the
So let's
actual
just
matchups are.
take 9 and
I
10
know, but
out.
who do they play on the play?
So the way the play-in happens is
These-
7 and 8 play each other. The winner of that moves to be the 7 seed, and then
Okay.
9 and 10 play each other, and then the winner plays the loser of
Okay.
7-8.
Yeah.
And the winner of that one goes to be the 8 seed. And
Yeah.
those are one game eliminations.
Yeah.
So if you're the 7-8 and you lose, you get to play again. But if you're the 9-10 and you lose, you're
Okay.
out.
Okay.
So it's probably going to be the Lakers. My bet out of those would be the Lakers and Warriors.
Yeah. Let's
in
just say
7-8.
let's just say it holds Lakers Warriors.
So you got the Warriors
So it
versus
would be
the Jazz.
Utah and Golden State.
I'd pick Utah. I can
I
be
think
pretty
you'd have to
confident in
be.
that.
yeah.
Like Steph's been scorched earth, but I just still think there's just like their roster is so limited.
I don't know. I don't think it's that clear cut.
Oh, Utah! I mean, Utah's been slaughtering people this year.
Donovan Mitchell hasn't played
Yeah,
and
no.
will not play until the first game of the first round.
Yeah, that's
You
a
go-
problem. But they've been still just hammering.
Mike
people.
Conley, too.
still hurt too. I mean, they have the largest point differential in the NBA this year. I think it's 9.3 or something like that.
They're good. They're good.
They are.
I just can't speak with certainty.
So
This
first
is-
round right now would be Utah versus Golden State,
Yeah.
Suns, Lakers.
Mhm.
What do you got? Clippers,
Clippers,
Dallas,
Blazers.
Clippers,
right now.
Blazers, and then Denver, Dallas.
Those are all.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Are you?
You can't really feel confident with any of
Yeah,
them.
That's
those
what
are,
I'm
you're
saying.
right.
Those are all very competitive.
I'm
This can be
I'm
so
probably
much
with you
fun.
that it may like Utah is probably the one you should be most certain
If you're
about.
going to rank probability. But
But-
you can't feel 100% certain with that.
None of them.
Man,
That's
what
wild.
a crappy roll with the dice for Phoenix.
I know.
Like Phoenix, this is why it's important. Like, try to get the 1 seed.
Yeah, and they're too far. Yeah, and they're too far out right now from the Clippers.
And also the matchup is just really bad for the Suns because the Suns aren't big. Like beyond DeAndre, like they started Saric at center position last night.
Yeah, Aiden was out. Yeah, Aiden you can still push Aiden around.
Yeah, but either way, like you're going up against the Lakers who have four centers.
Yeah,
Anthony Davis and Drummond and Gasol, and I mean, man, that's horrible.
yeah, it's bad.
So your best hope with them is that they lose that first game and then win the second one and they get the 8th seed.
That's what they're hoping.
Which is a possibility.
Certainly a possibility. One game with Steph.
That's all it takes.
If Steph hits 10 threes.
And one, like, I don't know how real LeBron or Anthony Davis's injuries are as far as long term. It feels fairly real.
Yeah, I don't know.
The issue is that, I mean, clearly from the beginning of the season, they just said, sorry, we literally finished our championship run 3 weeks ago. So
I know
we're going to take this season easy and get to the playoffs and see what we can do. But I don't know, man. Like one game. I would not ever pick them to lose both of them. You know, like they're going to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And they potentially still could. So who's in the 6th? Dallas or Portland?
Portland is sitting at 6.
What are they separated by?
Half a game.
Wow. Lakers could get in there.
Yeah, they could. It's still possible.
Anything is possible. All
right, let's move on to our next Twitter question. Comes from @Bangelope. She wants to know, would you rather have the best coffee? Have we already asked this?
No.
Okay, the best coffee or the best snack available at all times for the rest of your life? The best coffee, the best snacks.
You have to choose.
You have to choose one or the other. I have my answer. It's easy. It's no question.
You would say
snacks.
I say snacks.
Because you can do bad coffee.
Well, yes.
You can even do decent coffee.
Here's the thing about this.
Or good coffee.
True. Here's the thing. You can make the same argument for snacks. But
True.
here's the thing.
True.
At some point in the day, probably for me, it's really any time after about 1 in the afternoon. I can't drink coffee anymore because it's going to affect my ability to sleep. But I can snack any time of the day. If I wake up at 2 in the morning, I can snack. 6 in the morning, snack. Noon, snack. Evening, snack.
What's your snack?
There is a like a trail mix, I guess. That's at Walmart, like a blue tub.
That's the best snack.
It's got peanuts. It's got little chocolate chips, little caramel chips. I think I don't know what those are, but they're brown. They look like a chocolate chip, and it's raisins, and it is phenomenal.
Wow.
It is very good. Is it the best snack? No, but it is one of the best snacks. I really like it. Chips. I get all the chips. I get all the best snacks. And I can just drink some.
That's the top level snack.
It's good. Right now, it's
top shelf snack.
I buy it every time I go to Walmart.
But is there some like top level gourmet snack that you would want?
I don't snack on gourmet things.
I don't know, bro. I'm just saying. She's saying like the best.
To me, that's
the
me.
best snack.
Me, that.
It feels like that would go under good snack, and you could still get the best coffee and have that.
It's not good. It's great. It is. At one point, I thought it was good, and then I ate it so much. I was like, "This is great."
Yeah,
I love it.
I tend to agree that it is snacks because I don't know. You can always drink like good coffee or water.
I mean, really the only two things I drink now is coffee and water.
Yeah,
that's all I drink.
What about
beer?
And that's true.
I was gonna say
that's
true. And wine.
That's true. Beer and wine. That's true. Now if this was a different question that put in the best or the third answer was the best wine. Wine.
What about Dr. Pepper Zero?
No.
Where do you stand on that?
I haven't had it. I haven't had it. I'm certain I would love it, but it kind of takes a little bit to get back into the Dr. Pepper swing of things.
So that's why you just don't even do it.
Well, if you've had here's the thing: if I have one Dr. Pepper after a year, it's like that's like it doesn't, it's like. But if I have had one after like a few days of having one Dr. Pepper, I could have 10. And then it's just like this. I must.
Because you used to be like,
I was having in college. I was having on a low day.
Yeah,
6
it's true.
regular Dr. Peppers.
regular Dr. Peppers. On
Straight
a
up
high
GPs.
day,
Yeah,
8 to 10.
I know.
I mean, I could just open it and just gone.
Yeah, it's true.
Which means that per day, I was drinking in Dr. Pepper
Over 3,000 calories.
to at least 2,000 calories,
Yeah,
which is wild to think about.
yeah.
Wild.
I'm
to
full,
think about.
I'm fully on the DPZ train.
Oh,
Really? You like a DPZ?
Yeah, dude.
You know, I like
It's really good.
Better than
that's
Diet
not
Dr.
true.
Pepper.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
yeah,
also
yeah.
drink.
It's superior.
I drink ginger ale.
Give it a shot.
No sugar.
Yeah,
Diet ginger ale. Ginger ale 0. It has like whatever it's called.
Ginger ale is
It's good.
I'm flying from here to there drink.
yes.
It's the drink I always get on an airplane.
yeah. It is.
Try it. Try
is
it on. Try it on.
Try it
try
on
it on
land.
land. Try it on land.
Well, we'll see.
Try
a
it.
different
It's-
ball game.
It's good. I really like it. I've got to go.
All right, hold on. We're gonna bring back a segment. It is.
Miffed and peeved.
Why are you miffed?
Are you miffed?
Am I miffed?
Yeah.
I'm really not.
Nothing has made you miffed.
Jay, you go first.
Um,
See, it's hard.
I'm not. I've always been so bad at this segment.
Here's mine. Here's mine. Trains.
Okay.
We've had this exact conversation.
I've
before.
talked about trains, but you don't really, you forget how much you hate them until you're trying to go somewhere in a
Quickly.
timely manner,
Yeah.
and you pull up and the things are going down and it's train time. And it's like, this is the next 10 minutes of my life.
Yeah.
And every minute is excruciating.
So I'm a little miffed and peeved. I got you. See, I just needed a minute. Gosh, 3 weeks ago, we were waiting for soccer practice. I've told the stories to the boys, and I'm sitting in my car. We pulled through the
Yeah,
parking
this is
spot, and my son finally the rest of the team shows up, and so he's in the back right passenger seat, and he just opens the door, and as he opens the door, a car pulls through the parking spot next to me, and basically I always use the Tommy Boy reference, which was really funny because I said that to the insurance adjuster, and he was like, he or she, I can't remember, was laughing, and she was like, yeah, I kind of vaguely remember that. And then she saw the pictures that I sent her of the car, and she's like, yeah, the Tommy Boy reference is pretty perfect.
Yeah.
And so he hit my door and then bent it backward. And so I had to like shut it. I had somebody in my office make a do not open sticker that I have put on the door handle because I'm not 100% sure I'll be able to shut it again because it took like all of my force to shut it.
And it's just going to fly out.
So then the insurance company started. So their insurance denied responsibility. And our insurance,
did?
yes. And then our insurance was like, you're not to blame for this. That would be absolutely on them. So they have to go to arbitration to decide who's at
No,
fault for
they
this.
don't.
And so as part of that, I have to go get my car fixed. And so I took it. I have to pay the deductible for an accident that my insurance company is telling me is not my responsibility.
Jay.
That sucks.
So
I
miffed and peeved.
okay, I'm miffed. This is what I'm miffed
See,
about.
you just
Okay.
need to get the juices
Yeah.
going.
I called Cox Communications to change my
they're the
internet because
worst.
I used to have a roommate. We shared and we boosted our internet and we shared it because we were both video gaming all during the pandemic. Well, he moved out, so I want to take it down a notch because it's expensive. So I call and they're like, "Oh yeah, let's do this. We'll send you over to this thing." So they send me over to the next person. Deadline, nothing. There's nothing. I'm like on a time crunch. Cannot just call and get through the whole. It takes 20 minutes to get to this point.
Oh yeah.
So then I was like, well, screw this. I hang up. No one's there because I'm on the line with no one for 5 minutes, just saying hello, hello, hello. Is anyone there for 5 minutes? Then I hang up. They send me an email saying, "Hey, you just called us. How was your experience?" And I blasted them. I said, "This was the worst thing. You guys did not help me. I have not." And now they still haven't reached out. You'd think with the blasting that I gave them on
I
that,
don't-
saying you guys are doing terrible.
I don't think they care.
I don't know if this is like this in other places, but for us, where we live, we only have two options. We have Cox or we have AT&T Uverse. We don't have access to fiber.
Yes, that's me.
And so
That's
both
me.
of them we get really high download speeds. But I didn't know this. Video games primarily work through upload speeds.
Yes.
So our upload speeds 1 megabyte per second.
Seriously.
Yeah, or 2 sometimes. And so it's my son's lagging out upstairs. We can't get things to work downstairs. I mean, we're paying out of our minds for this.
Yeah, I know. That's me too. We need fiber.
We need fiber.
Get the fiber.
Have the fiber.
Get
Okay.
the fiber.
Hey guys. See ya.
Tyler Rebert, who you said could go to HE double hockey sticks, said that there's irony in the L train hating trains.